I know it's wrong that you know those on the ndis, those disabled people, who have hardly any relationships or contact with the opposite sex or same sex, have relations and have to use prostitution and sex workers to satisfy themselves, and now they're using their ndis funding to do it. So, as a Catholic myself, I believe that sex like this is a sin. What they're doing is a sin. Um, Paying for prostitution is a sin. It's not legal in this country anyway. I think unless it's maybe allowed in the ACT, I think it's the only state that allows it, territory in Australia. But yeah, Pauline Hanson, I know, is outraged already by this, and it's wrong that we've allowed this to happen. Now, I'm not in any relationships at the moment. I'm still single and I'm married at my age at 32, and still somewhat of a virgin. I haven't had a relationship in, 12 years now. It's been a long time since I've had a proper relationship with somebody, and it's hard. It's a struggle out there, and I know what these people are going through, and it's wrong that a lot of disabled people choose to do this, choose to abuse NDIS funding for proper situations, and the government allows it. That's how stupid the federal government is by allowing this sort of stuff to happen. Now, it hasn't really been debated that much, and probably isn't going to be debated, but there was an episode on SBS Insight a few years ago that talked about sex for the disabled and all that sort of stuff, and it was a pretty interesting program, but they didn't talk about the fact that some disabled people can't use or obtain sex workers. Some do, some don't, and then there are some sex workers that do work with disabled people, be it be gay, straight, or transgender, or whatever. And yeah, I think at the Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras in Sydney, they've talked about this issue a lot, about gay people and their access to sex workers and stuff like that. The Sex Party tried to get this passed in New South Wales, as well as try to get this passed in Victoria, and allowed it to happen. So now it's in the federal government, and because the stupid government don't believe in conservative values anymore, will believe in Christian values the proper way, including those like Scott Morrison, believe that he believes in this Christian cult thing called Hillsong and stuff like that. He's not supporting this issue whatsoever, I don't think, but his government is, which is weird that that's allowed to happen.